that when you are wired on something and you're really passionate about it, you're going to talk about it. Communicating with my team, working together, aligning some of our challenges, finding ways consistently.
How did you overcome that challenge in finance? And what is your advice to other entrepreneurs out there that have limited finances and they want to really get with that dream of theirs?
Yeah, I think finance is a big issue when it comes to starting any business,
Yeah.
especially if you're in a retail business like what we do, right? So when one of the things that really helped me was an article I stumbled on YouTube, starting a fashion line on a shoestring budget. And there was this lady in New York that was, I think she has managed a couple of fashion lines, and she just had content out that was advising people that were starting fashion lines. And that video guided me a lot.
Yeah.
So understand that I made my first huge mistake. I made about 300 pairs of shoes.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes.
At once.
So each pair, I think I did 6 designs. Each pair, the minimum quantity, which in terminology is called MOQ. Minimum quantity of production at the time for one design was 50. I had about 6 designs. So I had to make about 300 pairs of shoes, spend couple of thousands of dollars, and it got stuck in my basement.
So you lost money.
Big time.
How much?
Yeah, I would say in about $35,000 to $40,000
A lot.
at the time. But the thing is, when I read that article now, I started understanding where can I find productions that can make smaller quantities for me, right? And so looking for people that can make the smallest quantity, just 6 pairs or so, or just get me the first 10 sizes that commonly sell or the first 6 sizes that commonly sell. And that really helped guide me into restructuring myself, managing my budget better, and being able to just work within that and limit so much of the volume that I could carry at a time because my budget was limited. I didn't want to borrow money from anywhere to do this because it would put undue pressure on me. So what I would advise people is try as much as possible to save a little bit of money before you start, but you have to be wise. Try to find productions that would give you the smallest quantity possible. Because you go to most of these production companies at the time you're so excited about everything, your logo, your brand, and this, and then you will just jump into it. Now they start telling you the minimum quantity of production is 100. 100 for one design in 3 different colors. It will not do it. It will not do it. And guess what? Your first clients, no matter how you like it, are going to be your closest friends and your closest community.
Family.
By the time those 3 colors, they've seen it, they bought 1 or 2, they are asking for different designs.
Yeah.
Then now you're trying to venture into another segment of designing when you have not even completed, you have not even sold 1/3 of what you already you had with you. And these were some of the challenges that I had. So I had to go through a lot. And then I started when the shoes failed, I said, okay, I understand that people don't even wear shoes like that. And that's how my suits and other designing came into place. And I went to Turkey at the time, met with a couple of different production lines, and I was just able to actually not design at the time, but pick from some of their collections and then start retailing them with the shoes that I had designed that were stuck with me.
So, how did you know that you had to go to Turkey? How did that even happen?
Well, the thing is that in anything that you do, whether it's in fashion, whether it's in engineering or anything, right? I think when you are dealing with that, you try as much to navigate, whether you're talking to people, you're trying to get more information, you're networking. So it was just those things that I was trying to do. And then I stumbled on a friend that connected me to
someone in Turkey.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there was no particular structure in that. But I believe that when you are wired on something and you're really passionate about it, you're going to talk about it. You have challenges, you're pushing to find answers, and the answers can come from anywhere, right?
Right.
And so I was bent on finding a way to get around it. I was bent on finding results. And so I stumbled on that, and this gentleman became my production manager. Today we become like brothers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys still work together?
We still work together, but he's not in Turkey anymore, and we don't even do any productions in Turkey because what we found out later on down the line is that Turkey is inconsistent with their structure. And because we wanted consistency and we wanted products that our clients could trust, we had to move productions to different companies in Italy and in Spain, where we believe that had a more computerized and organized structure. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you innovated as
Yes.
you started
Yes.
growing your business.
Yeah. One of the things that you have to do, or that we did as a brand, is continuously learning from the challenges that we incurred in our process. And every time we have our meetings, and like right now we have every week we have a Monday goal meeting with my team, and it's some of the things that we have to do to need peak our urgencies, the things that are going well, the things that are not going well, the things that we have to focus on this week to make sure that everybody is in sync and on top of things. Because one thing that we wanted to do is not just provide good quality products, we want to provide good customer service. If you came to us and order your suit, and then, after a month that you're coming to pick up the suit because you have a timeline and falls through the crack, you think you'll be able to recommend us to somebody else? Absolutely not. So those are the things that we try to do. So it's communicating with my team, working together, outlining some of our challenges, finding ways consistently. And it's an ongoing process. You can never be static or stagnant about it because new challenges are going to come every day. And so with that, we were able to continue to align and, find different pathways. Now we have a very structured system where our production can stay consistent. You know that if you order this pair of pants from us and you want to come back and order the same thing, whether it's sizing, the details of the design, the threading, the stitching, everything will be the same. But before we struggled with that because we figured we had these other productions that did not also maintain their own side of the game, where we can order something today and then the next day the sizing will look different from what we wanted it to be. Yeah.
So how many people are on your team?
Right now, we currently have a team of about 10.
10.
From our tailors to our associates that are frontline designers and everything. But I'm talking about 10 actively in the store or that are present here. But we have, graphic designers, website people, photographers, videographers that are part of our team that are not actively employed by us, but they are on we work with them on contract basis. So yeah, team is so if we give and take, about 15 to 20 people that we consistently work with.